How we doing, YouTube? Stevie here. It is January 14th in the afternoon. I posted one this morning, but I have time to make another one, so I don't know if I'll leave this one up tonight or post it in the morning. But I might just put it up tonight because I'll have time to do one in the morning. Sometimes trucking is terrible. That's the title of this video, and I had that. I got a load. I don't remember where I left off with you guys. I had a load that was supposed to go to not far from Rockford on yesterday afternoon. And as soon as I got it loaded, I sent the information into the broker who had already texted me. And when I sent it in, I started heading north out of Evansville. And they said, it wasn't very long, 5 minutes, 10 minutes. And I get a message from my load dispatcher guy. And he said, hey, bring that load to the yard. They pushed the appointment back. The broker, I think he said, the broker pushed the load back. I'm pretty sure he didn't say the receiver. I think he said the broker. Now, I've done this load a lot of times. And I don't think this is an uncommon thing. But usually they don't do it when it's on the trailer. Usually they'll do it a year or so ago when I had my man Walter dispatching me. He would tell me like 2 or 3 days ahead of time, yeah, we got this load, we got that load. And then when that day would come up, sometimes he'd say, they pushed that load back. Product wasn't ready or the receiver's not ready. But I never had one on the trailer when they pushed one back. So he says, not Walter, this is a different guy. He says, just drop it off in the yard and pick up. There's another load in the yard you can get going down to French Lick, Indiana, and do that one instead. Which worked out fine, other than I lost a little bit on the rate, because instead of taking it to its delivery, I just dropped it off at the yard, so then they got to pay somebody to run that other little short distance. But I usually don't mind, because I usually make more money just keeping running, rather than getting hung up in traffic and tolls and waiting to get unloaded. So, life is good, right? So, I did that drop and hook last night about 8 o'clock, 7:30, 8 o'clock, and then ran till about 10 o'clock. No, yeah, 11. I ran till 11 o'clock. Shut down at one of my normal places I shut down. And I get up this morning, have some breakfast here in the truck, and get it rolling. And this is an open appointment at this location I'm at. So I text my normal dispatcher. It was off today, so I get a message from a different guy. I didn't know he was off. I get another message from another guy. He said, hey, I'm filling in for him. What time you think you'll be down at receiver? Or are you headed towards the receiver? And I said, yeah. I told him, I said, I'll be there about then, whatever time. And I said, what do you got for the next load? And he said, pick up same location. Drop that load in that location and pick up in the same location. Well, I was like, oh, righty, that's all right. No deadhead, right? Unload one, pick up the other one, head up. If it works out perfect, I don't even have to move dock doors, right? So I get down here. Pluto is the name of it, where I'm at. Here in French Lick, Indiana. I think they're repackagers. Because I brought empty bottles, like squirt bottles. And it kind of smelled soapy or chemically. And so I'm wondering if they're not a repackager of some kind of cleaner or something. They did not seem unfriendly, but they did not seem friendly either in the office. So I go in there, and she said, pick up, and I said, both, pick up and delivery. And she said, I put on my pickup. She write your pickup numbers down there and sign in, and I did. And she says, okay, go out, wait in your truck. I had my phone number on there, you know. She says, go out, wait in your truck. We'll give you a call when we're ready for you to back into the door. But you're probably going to be, about the time they get that unloaded, she said, you'll probably be about shift change. So they'll probably do the reload on the next shift. I said, okay. I said, about how long does it normally take to do this? I said, I'm not really in a big rush, but just curious. And she said, well, there's one in front of you. I guess she told me that when she told me to go back out in the parking lot. She said, there's one in front of you. And I said, about how long does this usually take? Hour to load, hour to unload. That's what she said. Hour to load, hour to unload. But then I thought, well, you know, that's probably not too crazy. Because quite often, you set for an hour. So since it's, 2 hours at one place, all right. But I don't want no deadhead, so even if I got mad and went someplace else, I was still going to have to drive to the someplace else and then get loaded at the someplace else. So it's still a victory. Not as good a victory as I hoped, but still a victory. Well, as I'm walking up to the truck, I'm thinking, oh my gosh, I wonder if that guy that's in front of me, because I think he just got here, if I got to wait an hour for him and then me. Well, that happened. I waited an hour, a little over an hour, and then they called me and said, come back in. I go back in. It's weird. She takes my paperwork, signs the bills, and then gives me the door number, and said when they're empty, they'll come out. When you're empty, they'll come out and let you know. Go in the parking lot and wait, and they'll call you when they're ready for your reload. So that's what I did, and it was an hour of waiting, and it was an hour for them to get unloaded about. And then they came out, knocked on the, let me know, and I go out and park in the parking lot. And now there's 3 or 4 trucks out there. So I'm like, Swifties seems to be in here a lot. But they had some drop trailers, probably for good reason. And I seen some JB Hunt trailers in here. Anyway, so I wait for a little bit, probably an hour, maybe not quite. Not quite. And after the 2, mind you, and I get a phone call. Come in the office. So I come in the office, and that was before those 3 trucks in the parking lot. So I thought, well, that's good. They put me in front of them. Maybe. I don't know now. I could walk around and look and see. Cause they said, and it's a weird deal. They said, here's your bills. Sign here. I'm empty in the parking lot. Sign your bills. So I've got the bills. Go around back to door 15, and they'll get you loaded up. And then when you're loaded, they'll bring you out the seal, and then you're ready to go. So, okay. Usually they load you and then give you your bills, not the other way around. So I've been sitting back here. I don't know how long I've been sitting back here. An hour, for sure. And they haven't loaded me yet. I've been here 4 hours and 10 minutes. And I said, I'm not loaded yet. There's been not one forklift on this trailer. 4 hours and 10 minutes for a delivery reload at the same location. Oh, what's my clock say? I should be getting some of these hours back. 8 hours drive time. Yeah, it took me about 3 hours to get down there from where I parked. My shift is at 11, so that's good. So I might be able to I got a reload. I got another load. Because I was supposed to take this into Chicago, south side of the city. But now it's not going to work out, I don't think. So they just said, now just drop it in the yard and grab you in Evansville for tomorrow. Which is what I really wanted to do anyways, grab that Evansville, not deliver this. But I had to give up $200 to do that. But then I can scoot right back down to Evansville tomorrow and get me another Berry Plastic probably. So, yeah, trucking's not always good, boys. Not always good. Set. Alrighty, everybody. God bless. We'll talk again soon. Hope everybody's doing great.